Okay, on page 9 in your composition notebook, we had started adding and subtracting fractions. Today we're going to finish out doing adding and subtracting of mixed numbers. We're going to do the addition part first. So again, when you're working with fractions, you always want to have a common denominator. When you're working with mixed numbers, first thing you want to do is to, after finding the common denominator, is to add your whole numbers. Then you add the numerators. If the fractional part is an improper fraction, you're going to change it to a mixed number. And then add the whole number, and then simplify if needed. And I'll explain all of this through the problem. Okay, so here's our first example. So our common denominator is going to be 18. I'm going to bring my whole numbers down. So 9 times what gives me 18, which will be 2. So 4 times 2 is 8. 6 times what gives me 18 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15. So I found my common denominators. Now I'm going to add my whole numbers. So 1 plus 3 is 4. We're going to add the numerators. 15 plus 8 is 23. And the denominators stay the same. It's an improper fraction, so I need to turn it into a mixed number. So we're going to go ahead and divide. Just the fraction part of it. So 18 goes into 23 one time. So my new mixed number is 1 5/18. And I'm going to take that and add it to the whole number. So 1 plus 4 is 5, and then my fraction is going to remain the same as 5/18. So looking at the subtraction, again, you have to find a common denominator for the fractional part of the number. You're going to subtract the numerators. Again, subtract the whole numbers. You may have to borrow by taking 1 away from the first whole number. The new numerator is found by adding the numerator and the denominator. And then always simplify if possible. So just like the last problem, we're going to use the common denominator to be 18. My whole numbers are going to stay the same. So 9 times what gives you 18 is 2. So 4 times 2 is 8. 6 times what gives you 18, which is 3. 5 times 3 is, okay. You're supposed to subtract the numerators, but we're not able to because the 8 is smaller than the 15. So this is where we have to borrow. So we borrow 1 from the whole number. That makes it a 2. Whatever your denominator is, you add it to the top number. So my denominator was 18, so I'm going to take 18 plus 8, which gives me 26. The denominator stays the same, and then this second fraction will remain the same. Now that this is bigger than 15, I can go ahead and subtract. So we're going to subtract our whole numbers. So 2 minus 1 is 1. 26 minus 15 is 11, and again the denominator stays the same. You're going to do 3 problems on your own. So here are the 3 problems that you're going to be doing on your own. And have it for homework tomorrow.